everyone, it's really good to see you all. So in today's video, we are going to talk about a very important topic, and that is what type of thing you can add inside your resume. Mainly, we are here to decode resume projects. So let's get started. The very first question which come in your mind is that what type of project you can add in your resume, right? So let's start and see what's inside it. Okay, so the very first thing is that you can add in your resume a different section for your personal project, which include if you have done your personal portfolio web development in the past, or if you have done any project related to any framework, any technology and so on inside this personal project section, because it's going to showcase that whatever the thing which you have done by yourself. For example, you can mention it like you have developed an e-commerce web application and you have used, for instance, React for this, and you have implemented user authentication and also integrated the payment system. Overall, you have optimized the performance and ensure responsive design. So, including these points, showcase that you have done something by your own, which can be a very positive point. So yeah, this is how you can include a personal project section which include all of the projects which you have done by yourself. Now moving ahead, let's talk about the second type of project. So open source contribution. Either you have contributed to Google Summer of Code or you have contributed to Girl Script Summer of Code. If you have contributed to any open source projects, to create another section inside your project section and mention all those points. For example, let's suppose you have contributed to some XYZ library where you have implemented a new feature which is very helpful to improve the functionality, and also during the open source contribution process, you have collaborated with the development team through GitHub and also participated in some code reviews and discussions. So overall, you have done some open source contribution, right? Obviously, you can show that in your resume by mentioning it in another section. And you know that these days, standing out is very important. So whenever you are mentioning something out of the box which not everyone is mentioning, then only you are going to stand out. So for that, adding this particular open source contribution thing is a must. Now let's move ahead and talk about the third type of projects which you can add. So all of you have done some coursework project inside your college, right? So in this particular section, add those, because your coursework also include so many different algorithms, so many different concepts, right? So you can add it in your resume. Yeah, many of the students make this mistake that they start doing some project all by themselves and just forget that they have already done some project related to their course project work, which can be also included inside their resume. For example, let's suppose you have added a data analysis tool in which you have used Python, and using that you have analyzed large data set, and the main library which you have used there is Pandas and NumPy, and overall you have implemented various data visualization technique to do that, which at the end provides some valuable insight for decision making. So overall, you have done so many things like data manipulation, data cleaning and statistical analysis, which is all the term that is related to data science, right? And you know that these days, data science, artificial intelligence, these are the core concepts that are evolving at a very high speed, and the demand is going to increase day by day, right? So if you have mentioned some upcoming technology inside your resume, then your resume is going to be very powerful compared to the others who are not mentioning. Now moving ahead, let's talk about the fourth type of project. Before that, I have a very important as well as useful project type which I have mentioned in the end. So do watch this video till the end to get that. So the fourth type of project which you can add inside your resume is hackathon project. let's suppose you have participated in any kind of hackathon, then you can add that particular thing inside another section inside your resume, naming hackathon project. For example, let's suppose you have participated in a hackathon project which is related to smart home automation, and there you have used Arduino and a mobile app interface, and you have also enabled users to control lighting, temperature and so on. And overall, this project got some different award for this very innovative innovation, right? So these type of thing and these type of projects you can mention inside your hackathon project. And this is also gonna make a very high impact because you are doing something extra by participating in some hackathon project. Now, moving ahead, let's talk about the fifth type of project which you can add inside your resume. Let's suppose you have done some small internship, or let's suppose if you are sitting for your college placement, then obviously you have done some internship project, right? So you can mention another section naming internship project, and there you can add whatever the thing you have done inside your internship. For instance, you have worked with the development team to add new feature and improve the UI UX of the CRM application. Or let's suppose you have implemented a notification system that increases user engagement and response time. So overall, this project is a huge success. So you can mention all this and what was your experience, what are the different tech stack which you have used in order to do all these things. So this is gonna be a very important section if you are sitting for your placements. If you are sitting for your internships, then you can obviously skip this because you don't have that particular experience till now, right? But if you are sitting for your placements, do add this because that's gonna give an overview of whatever the things you have already done in some other company and what type of position as an intern you are working there. So this is also a very important section. Now let's move ahead and talk about the sixth type of project which you can add, that is research project. So I know that most of the people are not very into this research projects, but some of the students who are researching for some AI or ML projects, obviously they are going some research papers, right? So they can add that particular section and then add their whole description about the project. For example, ML for sentiment analysis, in which you can include conducted research on sentiment analysis using NLP and machine learning, and also develop a model achieving 85% accuracy. So you can see that this 85% accuracy is very important because that's going to highlight how much accurate your model was, which give an insight that you are doing very well. And overall, you have presented the findings at an academic conference or contributed to the field of sentiment analysis research. So highlighting these points actually make you stand out very quickly. So this is the sixth type of projects which you can add inside your resume. Now let's discuss the overview. So as I mentioned earlier that I'm going to tell you a very important type of project which you can include inside your resume. So these are the lists. You can include web development that you all know. Apart from that, you can add machine learning or AI related projects, and also you can, if you have contributed to some open source projects, you can mention that. Also, if you have developed some applications, then you can mention. So now let's talk about the most interesting type of project which you can add in your resume, that is game development. It is very interesting and at the same time it's very useful. So you can add that in your resume. So you can start learning Unity, and using that you can develop so many different games, and also you can add that on the Google Play Store. And if you have done that, now you have a fully functional link of Google Play Store which you can use to showcase that to the interviewer, and then it's going to be a boom, right? So yeah, this is a type of project which I should suggest you if you are interested to make some very cool and awesome games using Unity, using Unreal Engine and so on, and add this particular section inside your resume as well. So yeah, this is the overall type of project list which you can add inside your resume. in order to cover the overall range, and at the same time going to get a very wider overview of so many different technologies at the same time while preparing for your placements, for your interviews, for your internships and so on. So yeah, that's it. Now you can happily dance like him, right? Because now you know what type of project you have to add. Now let's move ahead. So I hope that I have cleared almost all of your doubts related to what type of project you can add inside your resume. And if you still have some question, do comment down, and also please comment how was the video and what was your experience about this. Please do comment it out because it's very helpful for me in order to understand that what are your understanding related to this particular video. So yeah, this is it. I hope you liked it. Please do like, share and subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.